place was huge in the 80s with the kids.
In the late 1970s, America was in love with two things: pizza and video games. And one man had the bold idea to combine them into one unforgettable experience. That man was Nolan Bushnell, the founder of Atari, and the guy often called the father of video games. After selling Atari to Warner, Bushnell dreamed of creating a family entertainment center where kids could eat, play, and celebrate birthdays, all under one roof. In 1977, that dream became reality with the very first Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater in San Jose, California. But Chuck E. Cheese wasn't your average pizza parlor. It had arcade games, carnival-style rides, and most famously, a cast of singing animatronic characters. Leading the show was Chuck E. Cheese himself, a wisecracking rat in a bowler hat. Yes, you heard that right. The mascot was a rat. Originally, Bushnell wanted a coyote, but a costume mix-up left him with a rat instead. Rather than start over, he leaned into it. And that's how Chuck E. Cheese was born. The concept was an instant hit. Kids begged their parents for birthday parties there. Arcades were booming, and families loved the mix of food and entertainment. By the early 1980s, Chuck E. Cheese locations were spreading across the country. But with success came competition. A rival chain called Showbiz Pizza Place opened in 1980, complete with its own animatronic band, the Rock-a-Fire Explosion. For a few years, the two chains battled it out for kids' attention. Eventually, Chuck E. Cheese filed for bankruptcy in 1984, and Showbiz Pizza swooped in to buy them. Instead of killing off the Chuck E. Cheese brand, Showbiz merged the two, keeping Chuck as the face of the company. By the 1990s, Chuck E. Cheese had become the destination for kids' birthday parties. But here's the thing. While the memories were magical, the food, not so much. For years, Chuck E. Cheese was infamous for mediocre pizza, sticky floors, and animatronics that were equal parts charming and creepy. Still, the nostalgia was strong. Commercials promised where a kid can be a kid, and millions of kids across America made Chuck E. Cheese part of their childhood. So what went wrong? Several things. The rise of home video game consoles meant kids no longer had to go to an arcade for entertainment. Competitors like Dave and Buster's appealed to an older crowd, leaving Chuck E. Cheese stuck in the middle. Then there were safety concerns. Stories of fights between parents, security issues, and urban legends about recycled pizza slices damaged the brand's reputation. Social media only amplified the negativity. By the 2000s and 2010s, the once thriving chain was struggling to stay relevant. Attempts to modernize included redesigning Chuck E. Cheese from a wisecracking rat into a hip, guitar-playing mouse. The animatronics were phased out in many locations, replaced with dance floors and costumed performers. But the decline continued. In 2020, the pandemic hit hard, and Chuck E. Cheese filed for bankruptcy once again. And with over $1 billion in debt from a previous transaction, Chuck E. Cheese was forced to close locations. While some stores survived, the chain is now a fraction of what it once was. And yet, for so many of us, Chuck E. Cheese is more than just pizza and arcade games. It's birthday memories. It's tokens and tickets. It's that feeling of running around with your friends until you were too tired to move. So, what the heck happened to Chuck E. Cheese? It was born from the mind of a video game pioneer, became a childhood rite of passage, and then crumbled under changing times and tastes. But love it or hate it, Chuck E. Cheese will always hold a place in pop culture, a reminder of the joy and chaos of being a kid.